Eastenders reveals air date for spin-off as it tackles its darkest storyline yet. Eastenders has confirmed when its spin-off examining misogyny among teenage boys will air, focusing on the character Joel Marshall. The young newcomer, who arrived earlier this year with his father Ross and stepmother Vicky Fowler, has been at the center of a disturbing storyline highlighting toxic masculinity. The plot delves into how young men can become radicalized by anti-women rhetoric online, and how these attitudes manifest in both subtle and overt harmful behavior. The one-off special, titled Eastenders Investigates the Manosphere, will focus entirely on and offline misogyny. The documentary is set to air on BBC Three on Thursday the 9th of October at 8 p.m, coinciding with the soap's ongoing scenes exploring the Marshall storyline. Since moving to Walford, Joel has committed a number of serious offences. He sexually assaulted a stranger on a train while having his friend record it, filmed an encounter with Avani Nandra Hart without her consent, and circulated intimate footage of Stacey Slater online. Initially, the reason for the Marshall family leaving Australia was kept secret, but it was later revealed that Joel had caused the move. He had taken an inappropriate photograph of a girl without her permission, prompting his father Ross to pay her family to avoid criminal proceedings. Joel's misogynistic behaviour has affected other characters in Walford, including the impressionable Tommy Moon. It has also been announced that Sharon Watts, returning to the square after a brief absence, will confront Joel's radicalised mindset, raising questions about how she will handle him. Earlier this month, Max Murray, who portrays Joel, spoke to Digital Spy at the National Television Awards about playing a character viewers are not meant to like. Eastenders won Best Serial Drama at the ceremony. Murray said the audience reaction has been fairly positive, despite Joel being far from the most likeable character. The role isn't designed to be liked, he added. It's challenging, but I have incredible support from Alex Walkinshaw and Alice Haig, who play Ross and Vicky, as well as the entire production team. Soapswipe. Eastenders' Natalie Cassidy says she feels liberated after leaving sad and depressing role. Natalie Cassidy first joined Eastenders in 1993 as part of the lively Jackson family. Her on-screen family included sister Bianca, Patsy Palmer, brother Robbie, Dean Gaffney, and mother Carol, Lindsay Colson. She initially left the soap in 2007, returned briefly between 2010 and 2011, and again made a comeback in 2014. In January 2025, Cassidy announced her departure once more, expressing relief at leaving a role she found depressing. Sonia isn't exactly glamorous, bless her, but I always aim to stay authentic to the character, she told Primer magazine. I never added extensions or dyed my hair. She was just an ordinary worker on a limited budget, doing her job for the NHS. Reflecting on life after leaving, she said, breaking away, I thought, I want to be glamorous. I want painted nails. I want to feel like myself. I also feel like my expression has changed a bit since leaving Eastenders. Playing Sonia left me feeling quite sad, depressed, or constantly frustrated. Cassidy made her departure public in January, explaining, after another 11 years back on the square, I felt it was time to explore new opportunities. Eastenders is part of me, it shaped my career, and I will always cherish it, she added. Thank you to Chris Clenshaw for letting me play such a big role in the 40th anniversary. Goodbye, Sonia. Leaving, but never forgotten. In an exclusive interview with The Sun on Sunday, Natalie added, I just felt it was time to be brave. You don't want to reach 70 and regret never trying something new. I've loved every moment on the show. I started when I was 10. It's in my bones and my heart. Her decision followed a private conversation with Eastenders executive producer Chris Clenshaw last summer. She said, I'd been considering it for some time. Talking with Chris in summer 2024 really helped me make the choice. It's exciting. Since leaving, Natalie has stayed busy with projects including her hit podcast Life We Nat, a short-lived podcast off the telly with Joanna Page, and acting in the comedy drama Borders. Eastenders airs Mondays to Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One and BBC iPlayer. Eastenders teases major strain for two couples, as risky scheme intensifies. The aftermath of Kojo Asare's involvement in a major drug plot is set to cause havoc for two pairs in upcoming Eastenders episodes. Kojo's apartment has been turned into a hub by Harry Mitchell and Okie, who are assisting Ravi Gulati's drug business, with Ravi and Okie pressuring Kojo to carry out a delivery on their behalf. Kojo's sibling George grows increasingly wary of both Harry and Okie after finding Kojo wandering around the square in a drugged state. But it's not only money at stake in the next installments. Ravi's romance with Priya and Harry's budding relationship with Gina Knight could both be torn apart. In scenes to be broadcast next week, Ravi and Okie fear that their use of Kojo's flat could draw unwanted attention after their latest job sparks trouble with a rival gang. Harry soon spots a group keeping watch on the property, but chooses to keep quiet, believing that a police raid might convince Ravi and Okie to move their operation elsewhere. Ravi, however, insists the location is crucial to their trade. When Kojo returns home unexpectedly, Harry becomes flustered, only to be pulled away by Gina, and Kojo is left horrified after learning Okie has been violently assaulted. Harry rushes over to patch Okie up, but his absence leaves Gina furious when he misses Lauren Branning and Peter Beale's wedding. Desperate, Harry phones his mother Nicola, asking for help to break free from Ravi's control. Nicola responds by warning Ravi that she'll expose him to his superiors if he doesn't leave her son alone. Later, Harry makes amends with Gina at the Vic, where the couple decide to make their romance official and impulsively plan a spontaneous weekend escape together. Eastenders fans uncover Jasmine's true identity, and it's not linked to Zoe Slater. A new character has arrived in Walford, and viewers believe they've worked out her connection to Cindy Beale. In Tuesday's 23rd of September episode of the BBC soap, Jasmine, Indiana Donaldson Holness, appeared mysteriously in the square, seeking work and quickly making her presence known to the locals. She soon ended up at the Albert, the neighbourhood pub, where she ran into Cindy, Michelle Collins, and asked about available job opportunities. Initially, Cindy was dismissive of Jasmine's offer, but she soon reconsidered. Meanwhile, pub manager Elaine Knight, Harriet Thorpe, was less than impressed by the new recruit. Jasmine also caught the attention of Oscar Branning, Pierre Moulier, who began trying to woo her. On Thursday evening, 25th September, Oscar attempted to charm Jasmine, but she initially declined his invitation for a date. However, he went to extreme lengths to grab her attention, even taking clothes from a market stall to persuade her to go out with him. His efforts paid off when Jasmine surprised everyone by kissing Oscar publicly, much to Cindy's dismay as she tried to prevent a romance from developing. Jasmine has also been showing a keen interest in Cindy's personal life, despite Cindy warning her new bartender to keep her distance from the locals. Fans are now convinced that Jasmine has ties to Jackie Ford, the criminal Cindy encountered during her prison sentence, explaining her sudden appearance in Walford. While incarcerated, Cindy turned informant and reported Jackie to the authorities, which forced her to live under an assumed identity, Rose Knight, for many years. One viewer commented, "It's hinted that Jasmine comes from a criminal family." Then she gave Cindy a very meaningful look as she walked away. "I think she's connected to Jackie Ford, Cindy's former cellmate she testified against." Another added, "Could Jasmine have a link to Jackie Ford? She seems determined to learn more about Cindy, #Eastenders." A third fan wrote, "For those speculating that Jasmine belongs to Jackie Ford's criminal family, the one Cindy ratted on years ago, maybe you're onto something. #Eastenders."